I am prosperous, would like to be more prosperous. I have plenty of everything. But we want to say to you at the beginning of this conversation, you attempted to do something that you can't do. So we're going to help you to understand our reasoning about the flaw in what's going on with you. You'll hear this really easily. You said, I've got all the money that I could possibly want, or something like that. Did you get that impression? That plenty, 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 plenty of money. And then you said, but I think my beliefs are holding me back from more. So there's a sort of contradiction there. But this is the flaw that you were attempting. A lot of people do it. It's what we were just teasing about Esther asking us to do. If you've got a desire that you don't believe, so there's discord between the vibrational frequencies, and of course the desire is dominant, 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 dominant. Sometimes it feels to you like if you could just pull your desire back, the discord would go away. I felt better before I wanted that. I felt better before I saw that Maserati. I did. And I felt a lot better before I sat in it. And I felt way better before I drove it. Way, way, way better before I drove it, because now I cannot stop thinking about it. And I'm so angry at myself for wanting something that I can't have. That's a sort of example of that. So, like if a car is going 100 miles an hour and it hits a tree, it's a bigger problem than if it's going 5 miles an hour and hits a tree. So humans think, well, I'll just slow the car down. And we say, no, you want to get rid of the trees because you want to go fast. You want to go fast. You just don't want to be banging into things. And so it's releasing the resistance. It's not releasing the desire. And yet you were sort of attempting to release desire. You were trying to convince us all that you were just doing really well and you had all the money that you wanted, but there's a contradiction in there, because you're not ever going to have everything that you want. You're not ever going to be the end of that, because with that money that's coming are all kinds of other things, all kinds of other freedoms. Don't talk yourself out of wanting something just because you haven't figured out how to get it. That's the biggest flaw. That's the biggest vibrational inaccuracy that goes on in your vibration all the time. So we know that more prosperity is what you want, and the reason we know it is because we've seen your vortex. It's full of things. You have enough prosperity in there to keep yourself going for 20 or 30 or 40 lifetimes, you see. And there's no reason that it cannot be flowing into your experience now. You just got to get the vibrational frequency of the vortex, which is where it is, the trajectory of source, which is where it is. You just got to bring yourself up to a consistent vibrational level with it so that it can move in realized fashion into your life experience. So you are so accurate, so wise when you acknowledge, I've got beliefs that are hindering me. You've assessed that perfectly. I've got beliefs that are not vibrationally up to speed with my desire. And we want to say in simple terms, the only reason that those beliefs hold steady is because you keep practicing them. And the reason that you keep practicing them is because you're out here in the wobble zone considering them where there's so much evidence and proof of them. It's really difficult. In fact, it's impossible. It is not logical on any level to be looking at a reality that has already been manifested and deny it, to say it's not true. Ooh, we're really into a new place. Don't ask the impossible of yourself. Don't ask yourself to look at evidence of something unwanted and pretend that it didn't happen. That's why beliefs are so powerful, because you vibrated that way. Law of attraction produced something that matched it. You observed it, and then off you go, off you go, off you go. There's a momentum in that too. So what do? Well, you got to get out of the specifics. If you've been listening to us for a while, you've heard us say that the more you think about something, the more the momentum is about it. So to slow the momentum, you've got to be more general in your thought.